Hi guys, welcome to Irish Footy Vlogs. Welcome to another First Division preview video. I'm delighted to be welcomed by Philip Warner today. Once again, how are you, Philip?
Good, Keith. Thanks. Enjoying Costa del Newbridge, as you can see.
Exactly. Yeah. We'll start off with Bray Wanderers and UCD. Now, the weather can be quite good at the Carlisle grounds. It can be cold there. Yeah, I mean, Bray Wanderers and UCD, it's a huge game, actually, because Bray lost last time out convincingly to Shelbourne. Now, it was Shelbourne, they're flying, but even so, UCD lost at home to Cobh the last time as well. This is a game that both teams will feel that they have to win. UCD are 5 clear of Bray in the table. Bray have picked up actually mid-season, then it kind of fell back a little bit again. So they really need to get a result there to find that bit of consistency again. Can they do it, Philip?
Off the back of UCD the past couple of games, yes, they can. Do I think they will do it? No. Just off the fact that I don't know. I don't think Bray are kind of side to feel sorry for themselves, but I think that was that result last week would have hurt, you know. It looked like they were starting to get a bit of a run going, and all of a sudden they go and get absolutely trashed by a very, very good Shelbourne side, if we'll be honest. I think, Keith, what you just said there, I want to touch on that point. It's a game that both teams think they can't lose. So I personally think it's going to end a draw because of that. I think both will look to cancel each other out. UCD will just be looking to get some sort of result or some sort of points on the board after the past couple of games. If we're going to go result, I'm going to go 2-2. And the reason why I'm going to go 2-2 is because UCD have looked a bit shaky at the back, and I think that it's been the same with Bray as well this year. They kind of haven't looked as solid as they have been in the First Division over the past couple of years when they were in it. So yeah, I'm going to go 2-2 draw, but again, I wouldn't rule out a result for either side. It's going to be a cagey game.
I'm actually going for a score draw as well. I think both teams' strengths are going for goals generally. Like we talk about UCD and their attacking prowess, the likes of Kerrigan, Collywheel and players like that. Keeney as well as a good player in the middle park. Bray, it's not quite clicking for Bray for me this season, actually. I don't know what it is because, obviously Gary Shaw, they've had problems there with injury and that kind of thing. But even apart from that, you've the likes of Richie O'Farrell, who's played with Drogheda, done okay there, young player. Connor Clifford, who should be, in my opinion, should be doing better in this division. Even Brandon Kavanagh has been brilliant or anonymous in games this season. You know what I mean? He is a good player, but I don't really know what's wrong there. It's not really clicking. Graydon's a good winger as well, but they're conceding goals as well. That's the big thing as well. And a lot of penalties I've noticed lately that they're conceding as well. I think a score draw as well, personally. I don't think UCD have lost twice in a row this season, whereas Bray have a number of times, I think. Once actually lost twice in a row, but it's mainly draws that's killing them. But I think I'll go for a draw, actually. Do you know that, Philip? I'll go for a draw, but I can't see UCD losing. I'm kind of in that boat more so than anything else. I'd be a little surprised if Bray win. Therefore, Bray are probably going to win this match. Moving on to Athlone. Athlone take on Cork City, and this is a big game for Athlone because obviously Cork City, 9th in the league, know the problems they've had. They're on 9 points. Athlone on 16. Athlone have gone through a bad run lately. This is an opportunity for them at home to Cork to get a win and try and get back on that winning streak again, isn't it?
Yeah, and look, I suppose there probably won't be many better chances, probably bar Wexford, to do that this year. I think, look, again, I think we discussed it. They had a couple of wins at the start of the season, and they've kind of been struggling to buy a win. It's strange with them, Keith, because it could end up that they might do this for the rest of the season. They might just struggle to pick up points, and that can happen with certain teams. I just think, though, in this game, Keith, the quality there's just that little bit more quality they'll show through. The experience as well that they've got. I know they're kind of a new team that they've kind of put together towards the start of the season, and they haven't probably been with each other for so long. But I just think the quality of previous clubs that players have been at will get them through this game. Cork obviously getting beat there as well during the week, so that's kind of something that I just think will continue. I just don't think they've been good enough. I don't think they will be good enough. And I'm going to go Athlone. I'm actually going to think it's going to be a tight game. I'm going to go 1-0 Athlone.
Yeah, I think if Cork win, it's going to be 1-0 because they've only scored 10 goals this season, but only conceded 12. Athlone, like the likes of Curtis Byrne, Stephen Meany, Duna, they've been a bit inconsistent lately, but they've more individual talent or more experienced individual talent, let's say, in their team than Cork have. Cork have players like some of the players flatter to deceive. Like one of them is Dylan McGlade, I think. I think he's a player that is so frustrating. I'm sorry, like he's one of the most frustrating players to watch play because he could beat 3 or 4 players, then not look up and play across to the corner flag type thing. Yeah. It's hard to come up with an argument, a compelling argument anyway, that Cork City are going to win apart from having a hunch. So I'm going to go for Athlone to win this, but I think it might be a bit more comfortably than you suggest personally. I think they'll get a couple of goals. I'm going to go for 2-0 for Athlone. On to Galway United and Cabinteely. They're brilliant in a way because they can be excellent one week and poor the next week. They could go to Galway and win, easily go to Galway and win, and then get hammered out the gate. Galway will be buoyed by that win last time out, late win against Athlone. But they'll be looking to book back-to-back home wins together now. How do you see this one going?
Yeah, I don't know if I've said this before, Keith, but Cobh, they lose at home when they're 1-20, and then they'll win away when they're 20-1. That's the type of team they've been.
You'd make a lot of money on them, couldn't you?
Oh, gee, well, yeah, I suppose, but at the same time, if you're putting lumps on them when they're 1-20, you're not going to do too well.
No.
Yeah, I suppose if you're a gambling man, keep your money in your pocket when it comes to them. Look, yeah, I just think Galway needed that result last week, and
have to back it up though, don't they? Here,
yeah, they do. We've been in this. They have, sorry, not we. We don't play for Galway, but they've been in this predicament a couple of times this season where they've got a couple of results and not followed up. And I think maybe Cobh might just draw that into them when they're with their training this week and say, look, we're being questioned left, right, and centre here. We've got a result. Why can't we do it again? And I think he'll really, really push that this week. As for Cobh, look, they're a mixed bag. You know what I mean? Like
they're doing well overall, I suppose. Actually, sorry, Philip, when you think about it, ultimately they're 4th in the league and they're a point behind UCD. They're a mixed bag because they can beat anyone but lose to anyone. But they're probably doing better than I thought they do. I actually thought they might be lower in the league. I thought they might be in Cork's position because some of the players have lost. So I suppose Pat Devlin does deserve a lot of credit for getting results out of the players because it's a very young side again.
Yeah, look, I suppose if you look at it, Keats, if Cobh went up last season, I think they would have. If Cobh had the team last season and they had went up this year, do you know what I mean? I think they would have done all right. But I think if this team was to go up, I think they'd really, really, really struggle. I just think that, as you said, losing those couple of players, it's really, really got to them. Now, look, they've still pulled out results and done well, and they're sitting probably where they might have expected to sit, probably a little bit better, as you said. But I don't know. It's just something about them. I think that they think, not that they think, but I think they would assume they could do even that a little bit better because they're an experienced side. Even though they've had a couple of changes in the last 12 months, they are an experienced side in the division, and like the likes of their Galways and the Sligos that they play, and sometimes they beat them, sometimes they don't. Like, I think they kind of expect more themselves now at this stage. So I kind of on the fence about them, to be honest with you. Like, as for a result, Keith, it could go either way. Do you know what I mean? It's just so up in the air. I don't think Galway will back it up, just how inconsistent they've been. But I don't think Cobh can win the game. So I'm going to go 1-1 is my prediction. Again, though, it could go either way. But I just see it being that way with the way things have gone this year.
Yeah, it's funny actually this week between the Premier and the First Division. A lot of results I'm going for without conviction in myself. Sometimes you kind of have this, I think they'll win, I think they'll win, I think they'll win. But there's no conviction about a lot of these games this week. I don't know what it is. This game itself, I said how Galway have to back it up in a way. Cabinteely seem to do better away from home than home. I don't know why, but they seem to do so. Galway's midfield, though, I still think is as strong as anyone's. You've got McCormick in there, to get him in the First Division, to be honest. Shane Duggan and Dave Hurley, who was sensational at Cobh last year. So I can see Galway winning this and doing a smash and grab late job on Cobh. in this game. So
again, he's calling it again. I
know, yeah.
Singing you.
I have to laugh because I just said how I'm saying these results with no conviction. Then I am every little detail, a last minute. I'll give the goal score and everything in a minute, like, Rory Keating.
Yeah.
Right, so Wexford and Shelbourne, and look, no offense to Wexford, but I'm convinced Shelbourne will win this game. If Wexford were to get a result here of any type, it'd be a shock. They did only lose 1-0 at Talca Park, by the way, earlier on the season, funnily enough. And Shelbourne didn't play really well in that game, but maybe they played in second gear and knew they had them, that kind of way. It's hard to tell. But look, it'd be great to see Wexford get a result because it'd really be interesting for the league. But I think the way Shelbourne are firing, scoring goals at the moment, Ryan Brennan, O'Connor's getting in the goals now, Maddie, the list is endless with the kind of players that can get goals from Shane Farrell. Could be a big win again for Shelbourne in my views here.
I agree with you, but at the same time, the way Shells are playing now, all the Wexford fans are holding their breath here. Don't hold it for too long. I just think that if there's a game that Shells will drop points now, especially after the past couple of weeks, it'll be this one. I think there might be a chance of complacency, just a chance, just a snippet. I'm not saying that it's going to happen. I have that hunch, as you said, that Wexford might get something out of it just off the fact of a bit of complacency. Saying that, my brain, on the other hand, that actually sometimes works, thinks it is going to be a comfortable result. Again, I'm just throwing that in there because it could be something that could happen. The quality, look, let's be honest, is night and day difference. Top and bottom, you can see it, and
24 points between them after 11 matches.
Yeah, there you go. That says it all, and look, I suppose this is why we call it the greatest league in the world, because anything can happen on any given night. It's hard to look by Shelbourne. I'm going to say Shells, with my head, are going to win 3 or 4-0, but don't rule out a 1-1 draw. Don't rule it out, or even a 0-0.
The funny thing is, though, in fairness to Wexford, they've improved dramatically over the last few weeks since Ryan has come in. And I tell you who's making a big difference there, I think, is Fitzgerald, who was at Shelbourne. His experience, because there's so many under-19 style players at the club. I know because a lot of them came from Pats, either on loan or they've been actually signed from Pats. But Larkin Fitzgerald's come in, and I think he's assistant player manager or assistant.
Yeah, he has some sort of
assistant manager player, if you like, but he's come in and done a job there. I'm sure he'll help them out as well. But the reason why I'm thinking Shelbourne might get a big win is because they're beating everybody convincingly. It's not just Wexford, they're beating the likes of Bray, Galway convincingly. But as you said, that is true. Complacency could come into this, but even if it does, I still think Shelbourne will have enough in them to win the game. But as you say, you can't rule out anything in this league. On Saturday then, it's the last game now, guys. On Saturday, we've got Cobh Ramblers and Treaty. Cobh, 2 wins in a row. Treaty, third in the league at 19 points. Absolutely flying. Munster derby here. I think this could be one of those tough, hard graft type matches, actually.
Yeah, do you know what? Actually, as you're saying that there, Keith, I was saying to myself in my head, I said, do you know what? I think this might actually be a good game. Not that I'm saying it wouldn't be, but everything that you've said there is correct, but I just think there might be a couple of goals in this, Treaty, look, let's be honest, they've done so well this season, but as well, Cobh got a couple of results over the past couple of weeks that kind of gave you a bit of optimism about how they've been. I think just the fact it's a derby will get them that little bit more riled up for it, and I think we'll get more out in that probably 10% extra that you probably wouldn't get in a normal game that isn't a derby, because at the end of the day, everyone always tends to step it up that little bit extra when it comes to a big derby, and I think it'll be no different here. Look, Keith, I suppose if we're going to go result, again, this is another game that can go any way that we've discussed previously. I'm going to say Treaty will just have enough just now at the barest of margins. I'm going to say 2-1. And the reason why I'm going to say that is because I think Cobh are going to really, really go into this game tails up, really, with the results, as I said, that have happened in the past couple of weeks. and putting a good performance here. So I'm expecting a good game. As I said, 2-1 to probably Treaty, but again, don't rule that now.
The funny thing is, I don't think there's much between the teams player ability-wise. That shows how well Treaty's done and Tommy Barrett has done as well. Stuart Aston overall has done a good job at Cobh. I'm trying to think as I talk here, because even when you're speaking, I'm changing my mind. Seriously, it's so difficult, some of these games, really. It's difficult to see Cobh win 3 in the bounce, if I'm honest with you. I was kind of siding towards Cobh, and then I said, hang on, are they going to win 3 in the bounce? They could do, but it's difficult to see it. I think Treaty might grind out or draw here. I think Cobh, I just have a feeling that Cobh might do a lot of the pressing in this game. Treaty might just edge out a point here, maybe go for 1-1. So that's about it, guys. We'll leave it there. That's another show gone for this weekend. Please subscribe, hit your bell and the notification button, and comment below. And thanks again, Philip. Fair play to you. By the way, let me know, guys, if you like Philip in glasses or no glasses.
Oh, don't start. Thanks, lads. Enjoy the football.